Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome on board. Please don't make it your last by clicking the subscribe button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me today. On this day, I created this brown girl soft skin makeup on my client via induction, and I thought to film it to show you guys how I was able to achieve this look. So as usual, I cleansed her face. Now I'm toning her skin with the Mismetic Rose Water Toner. Started from her T-zone to the other part of her face. And I use this Vaseline Lip Therapy to moisturize her lip. Then I use this Advanced Snail in 96 to hydrate her skin before going into her skin with a moisturizer, because she has an oil to combination skin, so I have to infuse the skin with water. Then I went into her skin after blending that out with a moisturizer. This is from CeraVe Daily Moisturizer. I apply that all over her skin generously and blend that properly into her skin. For this moisturizer, for all moisturizers generally, you're supposed to blend that into the skin. You're not supposed to just leave your moisturizer there. You're supposed to blend that into her skin and let it absorb into her skin. Then I went ahead to prep her brows with the Pond's Oil Control to control any oil around that area. Then next off, I'll be going into her skin with the foundation. I mix these two shades of foundation to get her exact shade and her exact undertone. So I blended that into her skin with a beauty sponge. First I applied that with a brush, then blend that into her skin with a beauty sponge. I make sure that is well blended because I don't want to leave any demarcation. I don't want to have it packing on one side. Then I went into her skin with this concealer from Younger Beauty to highlight under her eyes. So I applied that with a brush first, then blend that in with a beauty sponge. Before blending on my concealer, I like to let it absorb into the skin for a while for it to get tacky before blending out. And when I start blending, I don't start directly under her eyes first. I start from the edges before blending directly under her eyes. This way I won't take concealer all over her face, so I make sure that is well blended before going ahead to set the concealer. But before setting the concealer with a setting powder or a translucent powder, whichever one I'll be using, I like setting the eyes on the eyes first before with a pressed powder. I'm using a brush to do that because this way I'm going to take less product. And before doing that, I blend that out first before placing the powder. Before placing anything under your eyes or even on your foundation, let me say generally, before placing anything on your cream product, you have to blend it out. Then I use this Sacha Buttercup setting powder to set under her eyes, blending that out first with a beauty sponge before placing the powder under her eyes. I used a beauty sponge to apply my powder in this video because I wanted to have like a bit of consistency and also for it to absorb into the skin quickly because she was in a haste and we didn't have time on our side. Then I went ahead to contour her face with this powder from La Vida Amanda. I used a powder contour in this video. I rarely use only powder contour in my videos, but I decided to do powder contour in this video because we are going for a matte finish. She has an oily skin, and she was going to have a very long day, so I didn't want to go dewy on her skin, and I was trying to reduce every possibility of her skin getting dewy on time. So I went ahead to contour her nose with the same powder I used to contour her face, and now I'm setting all over her skin with the same powder from the same palette, using my Vicabel powder brush. This powder brush, I like the fluffiness. The powder brush is very fluffy, like it helps you blend that properly. Now I'm trying to lift her face. I'm using this dark powder, the one I used to contour her skin, to contour the outer corner of the eyes to give her face a lift. Then I'll be adding colors to her face using my classic blush palette to add colors to her face. Then after that, I'm just going to use my powder to set her brow bone. I'm using a darker shade on the beginning part of her brows, then a lighter shade on her brow bone because that's the only place I want to be highlighted. Next, I'm going to be doing her eyeshadow using the Tara eyeshadow base. So I blend that on her eyelid and make sure there is no demarcation, because however your eyeshadow base appears, that's how your eyeshadow is going to appear. If it's not well blended, your eyeshadow is not going to look blended. Then I went into her crease with this brush. This brush is from Flawless Ivy. I've had this brush for like over 2 years, using an orange from this palette as my transition shade. And I went into her lid with this dark shade of pink because that's the look she requested. She actually came with a look. I think that she got this look from my page. I did on one client some time ago. So she actually came with this look. This is what she wanted, so this is what we're trying to recreate. I placed that on her lid with an eyeshadow brush, an eyeshadow flat brush, an animal hair brush, because I'm working with a matte eyeshadow, to then blend that into her crease with the blending brush and also with the eyeshadow brush, because I don't want to have any demarcation. Then I use my small fluffy blending brush to darken the outer corner of the eyes with a brown shade from the same palette. Then I went ahead to blend her brow bone with a powder to make sure there is no demarcation. Now I'm using the Beyond Beauty gel liner to line her eyes. I made sure this is well lined. I didn't want to extend it in this makeup because she didn't want anything that represents drama. She just wanted to look as flawless and yet glammed as possible. So after that, I did her lip with my Eye Magic lip palette, then went ahead to set her face with the matte spray from Miss Metic, then used my beauty blender to set that into her skin. I just dabbed that into her skin and make sure it's well blended. Then I went ahead to blend her lip and apply a gloss. This gloss is from Classic USA, so I just asked her to smile. Then I went ahead to glue her face with the Makeup Revolution palette using this fluffy brush from House of Tara. I did that on the other side of her cheek and took the excesses on her T-zone, on the bridge of her nose, and this is the finished look. She really loved her makeup. She was happy and satisfied with her makeup. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please give this video a very big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends and anyone who you think might find this video helpful. Please follow my other social media platform, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.